you. See, my name is Al, and what is your name?
Eric Hurd.
Eric, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And
Aaron.
Aaron, nice to meet you. So I'm going to start out with a little card trick here, Aaron. Can you play cards, or can you tell one card from the other one? Good. What's the other one? See, that's kind of a trick question. Here, take a card out of the deck. Okay, look at it and show it to your friends, and show it to the camera over there, too. Okay, and then put the card on the deck here, and watch them real close. Now, I'm going to take the cards and give them to my girl assistant here. This is Helen, the world's most famous mind-reading duck. Now, Helen does a mind-reading act, and she's going to try to guess what your card is, but I don't want anybody to think that she's cheating and looking at the cards, right? So we'll just put a blindfold on her there to keep her honest, right like that. Okay? Anyway, just think about your card and look at Helen here. Now, Helen, see if you can find Aaron's card. Was that your two of spades?
Whoa.
Pretty good for a blindfolded duck, huh? Thank you. You want to see how she did that? She peeks. See, that's what you call a peeking duck. Couldn't resist that. Wait, let's see. Eric, is that a new tie you have on there?
Well, not exactly new, but...
No? Well, good. Wouldn't want it to be too new. Now, I'm not going to hurt it, but I just want to take a look at it here. You see, one thing a lot of people don't know about these ties nowadays is before you wear these things, what you're supposed to do if you want it to look right, see, is you're supposed to take these things out of it.
Oh.
Here, would you hold that, please? See, they just put those in there for shipping, but you're not supposed to leave them inside of your tie like that. Boy, you got enough of them in there, that's for sure. Feel like I'm doing surgery on you here, Eric. Look at this.
It's coming out of my mouth.
It sure is. Let's see if we got everything out of there. Yeah, that looks a lot nicer that way, doesn't it?
Oh, I tell you, thank
Really glad I could help you with that. Thank you. Thank you. Because I thought I'd start out today with something that I once did in front of 4 presidents at Mount Rushmore. Yeah, they were stoned. Anyway, it's done with a black handkerchief, and you have to watch this closely because it happens very fast, but I wave it in the air, say the magic words abracadabra, and it changes into a K. All right. Thank you. Okay, now this next item comes in several pieces here. Let me show them to you one at a time. First, we have a cabinet, which is empty. And with this, you can even look through the front and see that there's nothing inside of there. That fits over a tube, which is also empty. And then the whole mess sits on top of a very thin base. Anyway, we'll put them all together, say the magic words hocus pocus, and lo and behold, I produce a red handkerchief that has been dyed blue. Or some... Really? Do you know why they call that a square knot? That's why. Yeah, let's see, here's 3 more handkerchiefs. Now, the reason I brought these along is when I was a young boy, I always wanted to learn how to juggle. And I tried baseballs, and that didn't work out too well because I kept breaking things. So we had to find something a little bit less lethal. And believe it or not, I actually learned how to juggle silk handkerchiefs. Let me show you how you do that. How about that? Thank you. And let's see, here's 2 more handkerchiefs. These 2 are tied very tightly together, as you can see, and I'm just going to tuck the knot into my pocket, but we'll leave the rest of the handkerchief showing. And then I go back down inside here and produce a multicolored handkerchief, red, white, and blue, very American. Now, what should I do with this one? Because we'll put it back down inside there, say the magic words hocus pocus, and lo and behold, it disappears, only to reappear tied between the first 2 handkerchiefs. How about that? Come on out here. Let's give her a round of applause for coming out here. Very good. Okay, right there. Okay, now in a moment I'm going to have Tanya lie down here and be hypnotized. And in order to make it nice and comfortable, why, we'll even put a little cloth over here. I just want you to sit down, Tanya. And very carefully just lie down, right like that. And now I'm going to show you how easy it is to hypnotize a lady, because on the count of 3, Tanya will be completely hypnotized. 1, 2, 3. Are you completely hypnotized, Tanya? Say yes.
Yes.
See, she's completely hypnotized. And because of that, we'll show you something very amazing. Watch very closely. Well, that's kind of strange, isn't it? What do you suppose is holding her up here? Let's get the cloth out of the way so we can get a good view. And as you can see, with only 1 chair under her neck, she remains suspended. Nothing above her and nothing below her. Isn't that amazing? Thank you. because she's hypnotized, she could remain this way forever. So I'll see you later, Tanya. Well, not really. Actually, we better set things right here. So I'll replace the chair. And on the count of 3, everything returns to normal. 1, 2, 3. And there she is, just as good as new. How about that? Thank you. We'll let Brittany help this time. Take a card out. Okay, look at it. Show it to your friends and also the friends at home. That's good. And then put the card on the deck here. And watch them real close. Now, I'm going to put the cards inside of the card box. And then also I have a paper bag here. Brittany, just open that up and make sure that it's empty. Okay, open it out all the way. Okay, nothing in there? Now put it over your head and run around the block. All the kidding. Okay, we'll take the cards in the box, put them inside that empty paper bag right like this. Also, I have an ice pick here. Just hold a handle. Okay, hold the handle there and rest it on the table because I'm going to push this over the top. Now, I'm going to pull the bag off, so don't let it go. But before I do, just think about your card and look at the ice pick. Wow. Yeah, there it is.
Magician has just been padlocked. We're in the parking lot of Schulien's at 2100 West Irving Park. Harry Houdini was born on this day 114 years ago, and Al is going to do the famous Houdini milk can escape. He's in a giant milk can. As you can see, it is full of water. And how's the water, Al?
Oh, it's a lot warmer in here than it is out there.
Yeah, okay.
Now,
all right.
As you can see, although I've displaced an amount of water proportionate with my body weight, the can is still filled to the brim with water and will remain that way throughout the entire experiment. Also, I want to mention this is a very dangerous thing to do, and under no
Don't try it at home.
be attempted
Right.
by anyone not highly experienced in this line of work. And now, also, in order to do this, I'm going to have to hold my breath for a very large period of time, and I challenge the audience to try their hand at this also. Now, the way you can do that is as soon as I get underwater, taking a deep breath of air and attempt to hold your breath for as long as it takes me to make my escape. And by the way, there's a lady holding a clock that you can refer to see how long I've been underwater.
Okay.
So if we can start the music, then I believe that I am.
All right, here we go. Now, we've checked. This milk can is solid. The padlocks are solid, and we're... Okay, here we go. Now, he's in there. Now, why don't you at home hold your breath? Harry Houdini used to do this trick. This was his famous escape, and they'll hold the curtain up. As you can see, he's got a fire axe there. Just in case something goes wrong, he can put a hole in that can. And Al is, I don't know what he's doing. This is what escape artists do. They're in there, and he's been there for, what, 20 seconds or so, and 25 seconds. And Harry Houdini used to do this, and they tell me he got $15,000. Here at Schulien's, we've got a whole bunch of people out here in the parking lot waiting to see if he can get out of it, and they tell me they're going to give away free drinks in honor of Houdini tonight. If you buy a dinner, you get a free spirit. So, 40 seconds. Okay. Not much happening under that curtain yet. Hope he makes it. Al James, by the way, is quite a magician. We've done stuff with him before. He does card stuff, and as you can see, he's doing escapes and stuff. Okay.
1 minute.
He's been under there a minute now. Now, if you're at home holding your breath, you know it's kind of tough. And minute 10. He's been under there a while. I think I see a little movement in there now. Aha, there is some movement. There's some movement under there. I think he's getting out. I don't know how he does it. The handcuffs are real, by the way. We checked with Officer Yates, and they really work. Is he out of there yet? Huh? Is he out? He made it! How did you do that?
Very carefully.
Very careful. Al James, gee, look, he's got the handcuffs off. They're still locked. We're going to throw it back to you. Come up to Schulien's tonight and meet Al James. It's wonderful.
Okay, Bob,
How about
terrific.
that?
I held my breath for 30 seconds and gave up.